Back then, you had AM radio. FM began around 1948. When WEDR went on the air in 1949, it was the second all-black staffed radio station in the United States. You had programming, you had sportscasters, you had women's shows, you had theater groups on the air, you had children on the air. I can only imagine what it was like the first time that the community here in Birmingham just listened all day long to voices that they might recognize and social events that they might go to.
You know, back then you had more activist type radio because it was the beginning of the civil rights movement.
This city had so much talent, even though, you know, we knew who the leaders were, but it was very competitive.
There was WJLD, WATV, WBUL, WENN, WAGG, Gospel. Here in this Birmingham market. In New York, Atlanta, Chicago, none of those major markets had 6 black radio stations.
People believed in announcers back then. If they said it, it was true. Well, that was good and bad in that.
You had some courageous men and women who worked in radio back then, and many of these folks are my heroes today.
Pleasant good morning and welcome to Gospel Cavalcade, the Foch broadcast.
Reverend Foch came on 8 o'clock, and if we heard his theme song in the morning, we knew we were late for school.
The love of God. See, you don't know nothing about that right there, boy. The Erskine Foch program, come on. Your grandmama had that radio in the window with 6 or 7 green tomatoes lined up next to it, leaning up in the screen, wait for them to, and your grandma be in there cooking some cube steak and gravy and rice, and you got that little black radio with the Erskine Foch program. It's now on the air.
Touch us, Lord Jesus. Father, touch us today with your hand of mercy.
What an icon, what a sharp dresser, just a real nice guy, and that voice. Never forget that smooth voice.
There's not another voice now, then, and probably never will be like Erskine Foch. And then the respect. Oh, Joe, there wasn't anybody that had more respect in the community than Erskine Foch.
He has been around for so long. He's an icon in the community, and people know that he is there, and they trust him, they know him. He's like a member of the family.
His legacy will leave a service to the community that is unparalleled.
There was just a love for Erskine Foch because, like I say, there was no one that was more genuine than him.
This man has been continuously on the radio for all these years in a market that's very competitive and throughout the years remained competitive. That says a lot. That says it all about the Reverend Foch. And up until his illness, he remained strong.
Don't get me started, because you got Tall Paul. Tall Paul, Tall Paul, Tall Paul, he's small.
That song came on, you knew, hey, I got to get up. I got to get up and get ready to get out of here to go to school.
I remember Tall Paul came by elementary school, and I remember how the kids greeted him like he was some kind of celebrity or something. I mean, like a rock star. And he was the first DJ I tried to imitate as a kid, trying to sound just like Tall Paul.
Growing up, we went to Tall Paul Funland. Tall Paul took it as far as developing Funland. So the kids would actually have an amusement park or somewhere where they could go and just have fun.
Very nice guy. You would think listening to him on the radio, he was arrogant, but that was just a ploy. And behind the mic was really where you had a chance to see what type person he was. He would give you your weaknesses in your shows and the positive side of what you were doing. He was a teacher.
Kids were listening to Paul on the air and waking up to his bell in the morning and knowing that something was going to happen and being encouraged to do well and to do the right thing that day.
Tall Paul last employment was here at WJLD Radio. An activist in the community, someone who instigated a lot of stuff, someone who kept you up on news in his own way, but he certainly He had the skills. I learned a lot from this guy.
Tall Paul, Tall Paul, Tall Paul, he's small.
He got a call from Dr. Gadsden to come to Birmingham and go to work for him. He wanted to put together a news department here in Birmingham that had some credibility.
Roy told it like it was. You know, he didn't sugarcoat anything. You know, it was just, and it didn't matter who it was. You know, even when he came from Indiana to Birmingham to have one black man's opinion.
One black man's opinion.
What's yours? I'm Roy Wood. He would do this editorial every day.
He wanted you to think. He wanted to try to do something recognizing the platform that he had.
He spent his time, in his later years, aside from playing jazz late at night, he would go down to Alabama State and teach kids.
Could have retired, but never did. I used to ask him, why are you still doing this? Why don't you stop? Because Papa's in his late 70s, going on 80 years old and still working. He said, it ain't hard work, and I like what I'm doing. And he did it till the day he died.
And then Shelley Stewart.
Maurice King, otherwise known as Thin Man.
And then Dave Donnell.
Jim Lawson.
John Ray.
Willie McKinstry.
Shelley! Do we have to go to school today? Yes, you have to go to school, little boy.
Tyrone Robinson. Stan Grange.
Shelley the Pope, the Black Pope.
All those announcers back in the day, we grew up on them. And we could tell time by them coming on, going off, you know, the songs that came on with them.
Gene Wise with his My.
These guys were my heroes. They were bigger than life.
These are just a few of the icons that comes to my mind when I think of a roll call. And these names should never be forgotten.